So I do that one in New York, and there was no dressing room. There was you had to in the men's room upstairs. So I was up in the men's room, kind of toweling off after the show, and there's a guy at the urinal, very high, you know, and he's pissing, and he says to me, he goes, "I like that song about snorting a dead guy." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man," you know. He goes, "I never snorted a dead guy." I said, "Well, you're not alone, you know. It's sort of distinctive. It was not about riding a bike. That's a little more universal, you know." I smoked a dead guy once, and I'm like, "Really?" Right? And you can't leave it at that. You know what I mean? It's not like something he is like, "Okay, cool. Have a good day. All right." One smoke, one snort. You know, it's not like you're taking a test. I said, "So give me the story." He goes, "Well, it was a buddy of mine. He died of AIDS, and we had him cremated. And about 8 years later, we put his ashes out. But I rolled some of his ashes. We used to get high all the time. I rolled some of his ashes in a joint and we smoked them." And I was like, "Cool, right?" So he tells me the story, which I tell to you people, but no one seems to find it as amusing as me. But I continue to tell it to you because he told me the story. So he's smoking a joint with a friend of his who's unaware that, you know. Right. And his friend, who's got a little, like a tinge of homophobia in him, says some shit like, "I can't believe you died of AIDS and you touched the ashes." And then the guy who was at the urinal was like, "Fuck you, man. He's been dead for 8 years. Well, you know, you're smoking." That's how it works. Right. And so I go, "Did he put the joint down?" He goes, "No." I find that hysterical. Obviously he didn't. I play gigs, man. All right. Shit, we're having a good time.